Hello my lovelies, welcome back to another episode with me, Pindi, aka Glam Bae. And on this channel, we're all about information, education while keeping it lighthearted and fun. So I want to always remind you that these videos are more to help you personalize your style. If you really want to start that journey, you're more than welcome to send me an email. You'll find it at the bottom on my channel. And you can check out my Instagram as I post daily inspo and also on my Pinterest. Alright, let's get started for today. So I want to hear from you. Beige, wearing all beige. I've seen that this has become, a trend on Pinterest, on Instagram, and all the latest fashion magazines, Vogue, Elle, you name it. They all say that beige is very classy. Don't hate me, but I don't believe beige is for everyone. Beige is lovely, it's an excellent neutral, but all the time, all beige, I think sometimes people get so wrapped up in these classic styles and classic must-haves, and yet you forget yourself. What personal touch can you add to wearing beige? Is it boring or is it classic? Let's find out. Now I like beige, just like every other gal. It's great to pair up with a lot of things, especially during winter or autumn. As you can see, for example, I'm wearing a neutral color. This is like an earth brown and it's a dress. So most likely I would pair this up with either a pop of color or some bedazzlements. And something sparkly, which is very close to my personal style, is I love playing with makeup. I'm not a professional or anything, but I like to add that personal touch to my outfits, and I express that through my makeup as well. And I focus mostly on eyeshadow. This is where you'll find my pop of color. Let me show you. I like to go for blues and greens. Why? Because I actually found out my undertone is neutral to warm. If you're not sure how to check this, I'll quickly give you a tip, but you can also find the video up here. I've linked it and you can give that a watch for more information and more clues as to how you can start finding colors that are best suitable for you. Or you can even find out your color season. Now your color season can be spring, can be summer, it can be autumn, or it can be winter. Now you have bright, you have muted, and this ranges from really bright shades of certain colors to muted ones like pastels. And I would honestly advise, if you can get a consultation, this is really worth it. You can contact me as well, or you can check out really cool videos like on Instagram. I follow this creator, it's called Agile Styling, and she's really good with sort of showing you the importance of knowing your color season. More on that next week. Alright, so like I said, I have a neutral or warm undertone. You can be both. I check the back of my arm, here on my wrist, and you can check. If your veins are more green, then you are warm. If they are blue, then you are cool undertone. If it is both blue and green, then you are a neutral, and that means you have a broader range of colors that can work for you. And these colors paired with the beige can really turn into something special. Here today, I have some few samples from my closet, some beiges that we all know. I will also be adding some pictures of flat lace that I've done on Pinterest and also from other artists I've collaborated with, and you can check that out down at the bottom. So I have a trench coat, and I think this is a must-have. Unless beige is not your color, if you don't want a beige trench coat, you can go for a navy or a dark gray or even black. So how do you know? Test it out with the following. So since you might not have these materials, I actually got a couple of cards, and this is what I use quickly on the go when I want to show how colors look. This is my color analysis card box, and you can get this K5 Classic. I got this on Amazon. So if you're not living in Germany, I suppose, yeah, Amazon is global, so you can definitely order this if you're more interested in how the colors look, what are their names, etc. But I just wanted to use this as an example to show you. So most people, in regards to winter or autumn, go for these colors. So as you can see, these are like neutral, signal black, we have gray white, we have cream, we have pearl copper, we have terra brown over here, we have pale brown, and we have the beloved beige, right? So this is the one that you see a lot on Instagram, and a lot of these classic looks, you will have that with pale brown and with beige brown. Or you can even go for an orange brown. So I wanted to show you kind of close to my dress. It is very similar to these shades. Now I've paired it with colors that look good on a warm or neutral person undertone. And here we have your blues, we have your light greens, we have your opal green, we have signal blue, we have black blue, and we have sapphire blue. I've actually discovered that sapphire blue or opal blue really makes me pop. I had no idea, but since I started the style coaching journey, I've learned a lot about which colors work, which colors don't work, and that has helped me immensely when buying new clothes, knowing that when I wear this is how it's gonna look, and I know it's gonna really make my skin look fresh and bright. So I'm gonna show you, paired up with a opal blue dress and a trench coat, how these contrasting colors with neutrals can turn it from beige, 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 boring, but still keeping it classy with that pop of color. Alright, so here I have my trench coat. You guys know I love, 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 love it. It has some detail over here on the cuff, and also it comes with an attachable belt just to cinch that waist and define it, especially if you are a rectangle. Always try to go for jackets or tops or coats where you can cinch that waist to create a definite waistline. And just to show you, look at this opal blue shirt that I have. I got this from Zara, so it's like a silk blouse, but it's polyester. Just be careful, it can make you feel really, really hot. But if you don't suffer from that problem, no biggie. So I've paired it up with this neutral trench coat, as you've seen these a lot on Pinterest, these classic winter autumn looks. And just to add a little bit of that youthfulness, a little bit of a pop of color for me and my undertone and my color palette, I used this blue, and it just really changes the whole vibe of it. It really livens up the outfit. Now you can pair this up with a boot, you can pair it up with a heel that is the same shade as your trench, and with your handbag you can also get away with focusing on maybe a black handbag because of the details of the coat. You really have a lot of freedom with this, but I just want you to know that just because something looks good online, it doesn't mean it may be well suited for you. So make sure on your personal style journey, you know what your colors are, you know what works for your skin tone, what works for your undertone, because that can make you look dull or it can make you look bright, and we really want to do bright. Okay, so I'm going to show you another dress that goes really well with beige. And here is the dress. This is a very figure-hugging dress. What I like is that it has a crew line neckline, so it can really make your boobage look very nice. And actually the color is right up my alley. Before I knew how to identify which colors work for me, I just felt this looks good. I didn't know why it looked good, but now that I know more, I definitely go more for this color scheme. And I'm going to show you how much it pops when you pair it up with the beige trench coat. Here is what it looks like paired with the trench coat. And again, it just really makes it pop. And I wanted you guys to see the contrast, that even though we're keeping this classic look, right? And then when you open it, bam! I really love this combination. So if you are more of a cool person, maybe some greens would suit you better, paired with silver jewelry, warm or neutral undertones. I really refer for you to wear gold jewelry. It makes your skin pop even more. And I'm going to show you what pair of shoes I would usually, you know, pair with this outfit. Since it is still cold in Germany, I'm sticking to boots. It's not heel time yet, but when you're closer to autumn, you can get away with wearing an open shoe because it's warm during the day and a bit chilly later on. So I'm going to show you these boots that I got from Zalando. I believe they're from Even and Odd. Even and Odd, yes. So let me quickly show you how that looks like together. And here's what the boots look like. So now you can actually get away with playing up a bit of monochrome when you use beige or gray or blues. It doesn't have to be the exact same shade, but within the same color family. So here it breaks up that sort of monotony and it creates a nice contrast and balance with the blue, right? You can see that. It looks really, really good. So whenever you're wearing beige, if it's suited for your undertone and your overall skin tone, you don't actually have to wear the same shade. You can break it up, and that is known as monochrome. More on that in a later video. And I'm going to show you the skirts that I usually like to pair up with this blue shirt. I think you guys saw it in last week's video, but let's just make sure. Here is this pleated skirt, and obviously it's beige. I like to mix and match tops, shoes. Because it's a neutral, you can really get away with pairing it with all sorts of things. If you want to keep it more muted, you can pair it with a black turtleneck, black tights, and a black pair of boots, and that really makes that contrast, and it makes the skirt look brighter than it actually is. But you're more than welcome to pair it up with a brighter color top like I like to do with that silk shirt I showed you earlier. And I actually like to add a little bit of a belt, but I like to keep that within the same color family, and it has some gold detailing and it really turns up the look. Let me show you. Here is the belt I got from New Yorker. I don't know if you have the brand in South Africa, but in Germany you can find it at like any mall, and it's quite affordable. And this is where I got this belt, and I just like to pair this together if I'm looking for a little bit more pizzazz. Now, as you can see, it's not the exact same shade of beige, but roundabout in the same family. This would be more of a cream beige, but you put that together and it can really transform your outfit paired up with a brighter color top and a neutral shoe. It creates that nice balance of pop of color while still keeping it classy without being boring. If you want to be a little bit more adventurous with your neutrals, but you want to add in a little bit of a pattern, most likely if you're a creative or a romantic style personality, do you feel more comfortable being adventurous with your shoes, I recommend faux snakeskin boots, very short heel, like so. Bam! Oof! I love these. So what I like about them is they have, neutral color, brown, beige, cream beiges, so you can really get away with picking one of them as the main color and pair it up that way. And then this is where the party is, and the rest at the top is business. If you don't want snakeskin boots, you can actually get a snakeskin skirt, pair it up with a black turtleneck or a beige turtleneck, and you can really create a beautiful contrast. You're still keeping it classy, you're still keeping it beige, but adding a little bit of spice to it. And here is a snakeskin skirt, obviously faux snakeskin. We don't wear real animal skin here, but if you do, that's your business. But I got this skirt on Zalando from a brand called Stradivarius, and this is in a size 34, so relatively a small or extra small. And I really like this because it has a little swoop here underneath, so it's not even just like a boring straight line. And I would usually pair this with my snakeskin boots and then keep the rest very calm at the top. So I could choose either a neutral here from the print, the beige, or I could go for a gray, or I could go for a black, or I could go for a brown. So when you're wearing something with a print and you want to keep it less busy at the top, try to find an accent color from your pattern and then use that to sort of tone down the rest of the outfit. So this is how I like to sort of dress up, have a bit of fun with these beige classic trends that we've been seeing recently. Now, if you're not a heels person and you don't like boots with heels, you can keep it simple and you can do it with the following 2 pairs of shoes. So if you want to keep it neutral, you want to keep it creamy, you want to keep it classic, then you can wear a winter shoe and it's flat. What I like is that it has sort of a Timberland design and really beautiful leather, and these are so comfortable. They even have some lining inside made out of fur, so they're so warm as well. And what I like is that here on the laces you have a bit of detail. That's really cool, and you have some gold links on the side, so you have a little bit of pizzazz, a little bit of diversity. So when you're wearing a shoe like this and there isn't really a print to accent from, you can actually look at some of these caramels. You can even do it with gold, or you can even do it with this sandy tan brown on the lining. So I want to encourage you to look at the details of the things that you buy, whether it's a print or a normal basic shoe, because that could accent your outfit really easily while sticking within your color scheme. If you're not a light colored shoe person, you're more than welcome to just go with black. And these are my favorite winter shoes that I've been wearing for months now. Let me show you. Here we are. We have the all-time classic fan favorite pair of Dr. Martens. I used to think this shoe might not look good on me, but since I've been wearing it, I just love it. It goes with everything and it's extremely comfortable. As you can see, it just has a little bit of a lift, but nothing too much. What I really like is that classic yellow lining you can see there. And you can use that as a pop of color if you want, but usually I wear these shoes with everything: skirt, dress, jeans. It's really versatile. You can dress it up, you can dress it down, and this is like really worth investing in. I know it's not cheap, but it's worth budgeting and getting yourself a pair, because this is a really good brand. It's good quality and it's going to last you for a long time. So this is black. Obviously most black shoes go with everything. You can use a pop of color, you can dress it down with some beiges, some browns. Don't let nobody tell you that brown and black don't go. I mean, you can see for yourself, it looks pretty cool already. So I would really urge you to invest in a pair of shoes that are comfortable but also play into your style. Now, because you guys know I like shiny things, I really like the detail here on the side. It has a little crystal and a chain that's totally up my personal style, up my personal preference of glitterati. So I would urge you to buy a pair of shoes that also play into, you know, your personality, what makes you unique. That really goes a long way to establishing a style that is personal to you and not just going with trends that we see. Thank you so much for watching this episode. For more, make sure you comment, let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, share, do all the things. I love to hear from you, and from me to you, mwah, have a fabulous day. Bye.